Hiya, darlings. This is Hololive English Advent's Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. Hi. How goes it, jailbirds? I already have everything all set up, so I'm just gonna give you a rundown of what today is gonna be. I made my EP. I put a lot into it, so I thought it might be fun if we go over it together and I talk about kind of the process of making it, how it went, all that, and then that will be fun. Also, I'm EP, so we are nicknaming this the epiest EP review. You feel me? Am I funny yet? No? Oh, well, I tried. I have the songs on here, so I'll play them for you so you don't have to go find them or anything. I will simply do it for you. Okay? We'll start by listening to the songs, and then I will simply talk about the process of making them after that. So we're gonna start with the we're skipping, by the way, Say My Name. It's been out for a long time now. You guys already know pretty much all there is to know about it. I feel like I did the little Spotify thing. I did the Spotify thing talking about the process of making it. So if you haven't, go head over to Spotify and you can listen to the podcast there if you want to hear more about that one. But I've talked about it so many times. So today is going to be about the 3 new songs on the EP: Sweetest Scarlet, In My Feelings, and Shatter. We're going to start with Sweetest Scarlet. I'll try to be quiet while the song's playing. Probably. Wait, let me restart it. It got weird.
My sweetest scarlet, my sweetest scarlet.
My sweetest scarlet, my sweetest scarlet.
Looking to find the words to tell you. This feeling's brand new. Trying to make do. Still I can feel my heart is trembling. You got me lost inside the groove. Wishing you would make a move, 'cause I can't even look away. Your eyes are shining, still there's something that you're hiding. Won't you tell me with the warmth of your lips how you found me was lonely, then you filled my heart up wholly. Let me know, let me know, let me know what keeps you smiling by my side. If above or below me, baby you're my one and only. Let me show, let me show, let me show you I can love you through the night. Yeah, my sweetest scarlet, my sweetest scarlet. Baby you're on my mind all of the time. Yeah, you plus me I can get behind. My sweetest scarlet, my sweetest scarlet. Truly you got my heart right from the start. You filled me with your love. Standing with you beneath the moonlight.
You're dazzling.
Oh, it's midnight.
You got me babbling.
Shining so bright.
Glad it's happening.
Longing to have you through the cold night. Falling victim to your charms. Stop delaying, hold me close and warm. We'll melt into each other's arms. Don't need permission, my decisions already made clear. You can feel it from the moment we kissed. How you found me was lonely, then you filled my heart up wholly. Let me know, let me know, let me know what keeps you smiling by my side. If above or below me, baby you're my one and only. Let me show, let me show, let me show you I can love you through the night. Yeah, my sweetest scarlet, my sweetest scarlet.
Ooh, la la.
My sweetest scarlet, my sweetest scarlet. Just want you to hold me, darling. 'Cause how you found me was lonely, then you filled my heart up wholly. Let me know, let me know, let me know what keeps you smiling by my side.
So that is Sweetest Scarlet, written lyrically by me. I posted all the credits on Twitter before. I don't know what I was just about to say. So they are all there if you'd like to check out anyone else who made the song. I tried for all of them to tag everyone I could if they had social medias. But, so this is going to be a general thing, actually, talking about the process of creating songs. Because honestly, to me, I think that's the most interesting part. I'm sure some people do not care. But so obviously, when you're creating a song, there's several different things you can do. If you're a singer-songwriter, chances are you can potentially create your own song. You might need someone else to help you actually produce it, which is the art of making the instrumental, or you might be talented enough that you can do all three of those things. I will be frank and say I'm not talented enough to do all three of those things. I put all of my music stats into singing and lyrics, and I didn't leave anything for anything else. So quick defense of myself, I don't even need to, but I think it's funny, rather. I've tried to learn music theory before. Like I took a music theory class. I've definitely talked about this, and it went so horribly that I was gonna take AP. I was gonna get ready to like keep going through, and I did fine in the class, but I shouldn't have passed. By all means, I should not have passed music theory. No matter how much I tried to understand it, I would sit and look at the book. I would like pay attention in class. I was like really good. I would spend a lot of time studying, but something about it just did not click in my brain. I would love to be able to compose music. Currently, not my forte. Maybe in the future, I want to try my hand at maybe at least top lining. For those of you who don't know, top lining is the melody that you sing. So, for example, in Sweetest Scarlet, it's a do 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 is the top line melody. So I would like to be able to top line so I can write the top line as well as the lyrics and do all of that at once. But alas, currently, I still need more practice before it will be acceptable for me to put something like that on a song. What's the difference between top line and a riff? I don't know what you mean by riff in terms of like singing music. Like usually when I associate a riff like a guitar riff, like it's a guitar, like I don't know, because I don't play instrument. Don't ask me questions, okay? I don't know. I don't know anything. So the question everyone has been asking, I've answered this before, I'll answer it again. Is Sweetest Scarlet about the one and only beautiful Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame, whom is Scarlet and very sweet? Technically no. However, I believe in something called death of the author, which means when you take a song or anything, if you relate to it in a certain way and you want to interpret it a certain way, you know what? It's up to you. It's totally up to you. You can take it, you can apply it to any you can make an AMV out of it and ship your weird headcanons. You can say it's about Herb, you can say it's about Shiori, you can say it's about the Jailbirds, you can say it's about anybody, and that is okay. You can even remove me and hololive from the equation and say it's about you to the person you have a crush on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But personally, in terms of my writing, it was not about our beloved Herb. But honestly, there's a lot of weird coincidences. There's a lot of weird coincidences with it, isn't there? Let me pull open the lyrics. I didn't do that. I should have. Are they online? Do you think I can find them if I just Google them? Lyrical nonsense. What's that? Okay, let me open this. Okay, hopefully these are correct. I'll know if they're wrong. So I'll read through the lyrics for you. I know we just listened to them, but sometimes it's different when you actually hear them spoken. The lyrics start, my sweetest scarlet, and it repeats. My sweetest scarlet. I've talked about this before, but as mentioned, I didn't actually compose the song myself. the amazing work was done by amazing composers. All of the songs were picked through process of basically we had a company whom we contacted and said, hey, we are looking to make an EP and we need some songs, so do you have anyone who'd be interested in making songs like these? And then basically they send us a demo. We are then able to select. So it's kind of, it sounds like a weird process, but it's actually a really nice way to be involved in the music process, because rather than like trying to like find someone, build a song from the ground up, which can be fun too, don't get me wrong, you kind of get this opportunity to go and like pick something just right off the bat that you think sounds good and like fits the vision of what you have, rather than like potentially trying to build something from the ground up and having it be like, oh no, this isn't going the direction that I want it to, now what, you know? Because I'm sure everyone who makes music can relate that has happened to them before. Is it a common process? Yes. One case where this happened, I'm gonna mention one that is kind of funny, but if you guys listen to Girls' Generation, they have a song called Run Devil Run. You might be able to look up and find a version by Kesha in English, because the original Run Devil Run was actually a demo song that they bought. So it's a very common practice in the industry, not only in K-pop, but in American pop. A more funny recent one was the JoJo Siwa song Karma, which was unreleased by Britt Smith, but then later picked up as a demo and then reproduced by JoJo Siwa's team. So it's a very common practice in the industry. It happens, it's fun. Sometimes it doesn't work out very well. But sometimes, in case of here, it worked very well. So yeah, that's basically the process. Not JoJo. Sorry, I think it's too funny because it's like you have situations like Run Devil Run where like they buy the demo, they change the lyrics and they change it a little bit to fit the audience. They kind of make it more like in their vein of what they want. SNSD, yeah, SNSD. And then you have situations where JoJo Siwa just I'm not going to talk about that. That's not myself. But thankfully I'm a lyricist, so what I wanted to do and what we made sure everyone was aware of at the way beginning was I want to do the lyrics to all the songs myself. So they were kind of prepared, but because it's a demo still, they will usually provide lyrics to be like, here's a general vibe you can get for the song, also so you can hear how the top line goes, and like where all the beats are. Thankfully, I have much experience working with Japanese top lines, so I was able to work with it very well. We'll continue reading the lyrics now that I've given you guys some more context that I thought was funny to share. So the melody was prepared, yes, because I am not a top liner, which, as I mentioned before, is creating the melody. I simply wrote the lyrics to the melody. So in a way, even though I wasn't translating anything and I still had to come up with my own ideas, it was nice because I had a very nice, beautiful melody to go with already, which is great. So for me, that works really well. And I'm pretty sure that's generally pretty common too, if someone is not like a composer and is just a lyricist. That's my situation. Regardless, reading again, looking to find the words to tell you. This feeling's brand new. I'm trying to make do. Still, I can feel my heart is trembling. You got me lost inside the groove, wishing you could make a move, 'cause I can't even look away. She's so... the singer here is so enamored by the listener that she is really in a bit of a pickle, huh? She wants to tell them how they feel, but she's kind of so stun-locked that she's like, I think this is so new to me. I'm not sure what to do about this. I'm stuck. I can't do anything. The pre-chorus then goes, your eyes are shining, still there's something that you're hiding. Won't you tell me with the warmth of your lips? And this leads into what Sweetest Scarlet means. Sweetest Scarlet is a song about kissing. In case it wasn't clear, you can convey how you feel with your lips, you know? You know, if you want, why not just giving you permission to kiss me on the lips, you know? Kind of connecting through the mouth, you know? Very lewd, obviously. And then we go into the chorus, which is very lovey-dovey, how I wanted it to be. How you found me was lonely, then you filled my heart up wholly. Let me know, let me know, let me know what keeps you smiling by my side. If above or below me, baby, you're my one and only. Let me show, let me show, let me show you. I can love you through the night. Now, I feel like I shouldn't explain it too much because it is a little lewd. I know people are like above, below. Oh my god, like the no, I hadn't heard above below until I had already made and recorded this, so I didn't know about it. But you should stream it, it's a good song. But you should take it a little more literally and not as a reference, because in truth it's not a reference. It is a reference to something else that I'm not going to get into detail about, and you can leave it up to your own imagination. But if above or below me, what could that mean? I don't know. And then let me show you I can love you through I don't know what that means, but you'll just have to leave it up to your imagination. And then we have the repeated my sweetest scarlet, referring to the lips of the so-called lover. Baby, you're on my mind all of the time. Yeah, you plus me, I can get behind. I was really proud of that lyric because I was like, it's so cute. You plus me. like when people write on trees. You shouldn't do that, by the way, but like when people write on trees, I thought it was really cute. I thought I was being really, really smart. But you plus me, I can get behind, you know? I can get behind that. My sweetest scarlet, truly, you got my heart right from the start. You fill me with your love. And that can be interpreted multiple ways, of course. A kind of a double meaning phrase that I will not continue to talk about. The great thing about it is you can read it in a lewd way if you want to be funny, but you can also read it in an innocent way if you want to, which is how you are meant to technically read it. Technically, it is written with the innocent thought in mind. Anyways, on to verse number 2. Standing with you beneath the moonlight, although it's midnight, you're shining so bright. Longing to have you through the cold night. I've already fallen victim to your charm. Stop delaying, hold me close and warm. We'll melt into each other's arms. And then there's a little echo. You're dazzling, you got me babbling. Glad it's happening. You know, just generally, again, we go back to the situation, being alone with the person that you love, and like seeing them shine kind of in your own eyes. Like, I guess not the best way to describe it, but the rose tinted glasses of first love, when you're looking at someone and everything about them is just so great and so magical and so wonderful that you don't want to be apart from them. You want them to be close to you. You know, you've fallen for them completely and you want them to be yours. And then the pre-chorus too. Don't need permission, my decision's already made clear. You could feel it from the moment we kissed. The don't need permission, by the way, is meant to have a you beforehand implied, just because technically I suppose it cannot be clear. But you don't need permission, my decision's already made clear. You could feel it from the moment we kissed. So the kiss has happened, of course. At this point. So it's great. It's great. It's cute in my head. It's really cute in my head. How you found me was only, it repeats the chorus. We've already gone over that. And then we get to the bridge section. My sweetest scarlet, ooh, 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 la, la, la. Very deep meaning to that lyric right there. Ooh la la la. My sweetest Scarlet, just want you to hold me, darling. 'Cause how you found me was lonely. And then it goes into the chorus again. It repeats all the way through. So the meaning repeats as well. So generally a very sweet love song about kissing and nothing else. Right, jailbirds? Right, jailbirds? You're not gonna, very deep. I mean, they weren't meant to be like super duper deep. I wanted to write a song about how it feels to be in love for the first time. That was my goal. Not to write, you know, a super deep love song. Just one that's about the thrill of first love, you know? So I was really happy with it. Generally, if I had to rate it myself, I can't pick a favorite on the EP. Honestly, it's a tie between In My Feelings and Sweetest Scarlet for me. I really like both of them, probably because I worked on the lyrics too, so it makes it really special. But I would give it a whole 11 donuts out of 10. Very sweet, sugary song. Very much love it. I listen to it a lot. I think it's probably, it's hard. I love all of them, but it also was the one that I was like, we need to make a video for this. Granted, hopefully, don't quote me on this, but at least one more of them is going to get a video, but hopefully all 3 of them will eventually get a video. But please keep watching Sweetest Scarlet in the meantime. It will encourage me to make more videos if it does well, please. Then you will get more music videos. Onegaishimasu. That's kind of all. I guess, does anyone have any serious... I guess it'll be hard to answer questions, but does anyone have any serious questions regarding the creation of Sweetest Scarlet that they would like to know about before we move on over, before we mosey on over to our next song? Yes, ma'am. I love your songs, Risa. The whole EP has been on repeat for me. The harmonies? How many takes? What do you mean, how many takes? How many revisions were done before? Oh, wait. Okay, this is a funny story. How many revisions were done before it got finalized? So, when I heard the song for the first time, it was pretty much in a completed form. The instrumental needed a little bit of work and I had to redo the lyrics, but generally, apart from that, it was pretty much finished and I fell in love with it on first listen. There were a few other songs, but every time I just kept like coming back to this one for the one that was going to be the love songs here. So I fell in love with it, and I will be honest, I originally was not going to write the lyrics for any of the songs because I'll be completely honest, I'm usually a translator. So I haven't really done many, if any, original lyrics. So I did say my name, but if I'm honest, I wasn't really satisfied with them for a multitude of reasons. But so I was really scared because writing the lyrics for Say My Name was a really, really long arduous process. We had a lot of time to work on it, and I just felt like I couldn't come up with anything that fit my expectations. So I still think the song obviously came out good, and I still like it, but I felt like lyrically I felt like it was a bit lacking in the final form it ended up taking after everything. So I really wanted to record this before I went to Japan, and that was one of my big goals. I was like, okay, I have to record this, and I want to record as much of this EP as I can before I go to Japan, because I really don't want to have to record it in studio, because that's going to be a hassle. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm going to be terrified. What if I sing badly? You know, I wanted to record as much of it at home as I could. So we had contacted several lyricists, and all of them said no. The only one who said yes was Moni, thank you queen, for Shatter, and everyone else was busy, not available, you know, for the time being. So I realized if I want to record it before I leave, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. So I was like, okay, we've got Shatter covered, but the two songs that I'm kind of the most scared of, honestly, there's no time. So I like to say I got completely possessed by the god of lyrics, I don't know, and in one night I wrote the lyrics to Sweetest Scarlet. And this actually happened again with In My Feelings once I realized that, because Sweetest Scarlet was the one where the lyricist said no first. And then In My Feelings later, the lyricist also rejected and didn't have time to work in the deadline. So then I also became possessed again and then wrote the lyrics in one night. And I think I actually came back to In My Feelings and edited them a little bit the next day. Because there was a few things that I had ideas for when I was sleeping, but generally the lyrics were done pretty quickly, surprisingly. That's insane. Yeah, I felt insane because I was so scared to do it, but then I was like, you know, they came out really well. They came out really well. I love writing love songs. I love writing love songs, so yeah, what's a quick edit or two? So they were generally done. I remember I panic sent them to Mane-chan and I was like, here, get them through and approve them. And it was great. For Sweetest Scarlet, you guys might see there's another lyricist. They were the person who originally did the demo lyrics. I kept the hook, of course, Sweetest Scarlet. They also had in English, let me know, let me know, let me know. And I was like, that's perfect. Why would I change it? They also had in the first verse some of the rhyming at the end. So like moonlight. Da, 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 da. You know, they had some of the English words at the end. Groove, move. So I really liked that, and it gave me kind of a good base to work with, that I kept some of them because I was like, you know, while I am writing the lyrics, I do want to keep some of the original intention of the composers and lyricists here. So I'm not going to translate it because I'm not going to do that, and I wasn't given a translation, and I don't speak Japanese. But yeah, so I just kind of went from there, and they just popped into existence. And then the next day I went in the studio and I recorded them in maybe 3 hours, all harmonies and mains included. And then I was done. my part of the recording and lyrical process was done. At home, yes. So, wow, so fast. I mean, recording doesn't really take all that long. Only 3 hours. It doesn't take that long. So then it was ready, and obviously stuff took longer because I might accidentally end up repeating this when we get there, but Shatter, Moni wasn't able to finish the lyrics before I left for Japan, and because we're so busy with like 3D preparations, dance lessons, everything, I'm still busy with all that. Like we technically I didn't really have time to record Shatter until later. So that one ended up taking the longest, even though it was actually done probably a week or two in terms of lyrics after I got in Japan, I think. But yeah, so yeah, it went well. Even with all the speed bumps. No, I mean, there wasn't really any speed bumps. We were right on schedule, actually. It was right on schedule. It was supposed to come out around the time of the 3D. I wanted it to come out before. It came out before. That was exactly what I needed to happen, and it happened. So yeah, that was kind of the production of Sweetest Scarlet. I got to record it before I left for Japan. my process after picking the song and solidifying everything was kind of done in about 2 days time, writing lyrics and recording, and then it was all just waiting and doing reviewing and judging the mix and judging the final like production of the instrumental. But yeah, I really like it. It's so special to me because it's just great. It's just beautiful. It's just very beautiful to me. Do you do any mixing yourself? No, I'm not an audio engineer. You do not want to hear what happens when I try to mix anything. I can time things up, but that's also really easy for me because the way that I record. When I record, I try to do as much as I can in a consistent take. So usually what I'll do is I'll do the whole verse and then the whole pre-chorus and then the whole chorus. So usually the song will be cut into then 3 parts that way. Sometimes I'll do the pre-chorus together with the verse if it works like that. But not every song does. So everything is different means, but generally I like to record as much as possible in one take. Which I guess leaves some room for improvement in my stuff. It means it's not really perfect all the time, but I try my best. That's what matters. How do you prevent recording in stereo? I turn everything to mono. What DAW do you use? I use multiple DAWs, but I've got Adobe Audition. I got what's it called? It's the free one that's not free. The Reaper. Yeah. Also Audacity. But yeah. There's lots of recording DAW options. I would recommend going with whatever one is the most affordable or free to you. If you can learn to use Reaper, that's the best decision. But yeah. Either way, enough talking about Sweetest Scarlet. Let's move on to the next song, In My Feelings. The titular track of the EP. The art for the EP, by the way, is done by our beloved, lovely Yomosaka. You guys could probably recognize that, because, I mean, it's clear. It's their art style. So, but just real quick, just so everyone knows, in case anyone didn't, let's go ahead and listen to In My Feelings. I might have to restart it once. I guess not.
Can't believe the words that came out of your mouth. Never thought that what we had would go this route.
Why did it skip?
Can see the clock is ticking, but I just can't stop thinking. Every little memory's tormenting me. Counting all the mistakes. Wanna sleep, but it won't happen. Waiting for the daybreak. I'm wide awake, reliving the past and still haunted by the ghost of you. Everywhere I look, it's like you're always there, despite the fact that I'm on my own. I'm in my feelings, like rainfall on the ground. They're soaking through the sheets and drenching every single inch of me. I'm in my feelings, it's falling all around inside this never-ending downpour. It's a no escape to hope for. I don't even wanna look you in the eyes. Thinking about the night you left in July. That morning I'd awoken,
Do I match the album cover? Do I match? That's In My Feelings. It's so hard. Every time I hear this song, I'm like, that's it. That's my favorite one. I just like it so much. Obviously, as you can hear, it came out fantastically. I would say this is probably the most vocally difficult of the songs for me. Shatter is also pretty challenging, but this one I think was the most challenging one for me. Again, as I already mentioned, this was the same process. This one I actually didn't end up taking any of the lyrics. There was a little bit of English, but it didn't really fit the vision that I had in mind. So these ones, the lyrics are completely original. I really liked the top line. It had this like, it had this really great J-pop like 90s-ish feel to me. Or you could even say a little bit 2000s, but technically this is the 90s song of the track of the gang of the songs. So it kind of had this like, it almost makes me think a little bit of Kodakumi even. So I just like, from the moment I heard it, like Sweetest Scarlet, there was a little bit of debate, but I knew I loved it. But there was like a little bit of debate. Like I was like, these ones are really good too, and have kind of the same vibe. So like, what one do I want to go with? But this one was immediately a standout to me, and I knew I told my manager immediately once I heard it. I said that this is the one. We need this one for sure. This one is non-negotiable. This is going on there. You tell them right now. I don't want the chance that we don't get this one to even be a possibility. So I genuinely fell in love with it from first listen, and I loved how it had this very like emotional feeling to it for me. So then came the process of writing the lyrics. Again, same with Sweetest Scarlet. I had contacted someone and I was very hopeful. I was like, yeah, I know they're going to be able to make amazing lyrics to it. They responded saying, I'm so sorry, it doesn't fit within my schedule. And I immediately started crying, and then I wrote the lyrics in a night, and then I recorded it the next day. Same exact process. Again, I fixed up the lyrics slightly, and then I went and recorded it, and I said, here, don't talk to me ever again. throwing all the files at my manager. I was glad though. I'm really glad that I was kind of put in a situation where I was kind of, you could say, forced to write the lyrics to everything, or to two of the songs, because honestly, I like this better, I think, than if someone else. I think it made the songs way more personal to me, and like it helped give me some more experience in something I previously didn't feel like I was very confident in, perhaps, which is writing original lyrics. So and it adds a personal touch that makes me feel like, instead of just being like, oh, you know, I didn't really have any hand in this song apart from just singing, you know, I'm like, not only did I sing it, but I also got to be the one to tell the story of the song through the lyrics, so, and create this story. So it was very nice. These lyrics are very sad. They can be about whatever you want. This is the breakup song of the love-themed EP, but you could apply this in multiple ways. I think that goes to be with most songs, you know. But technically speaking, it's about a bad breakup where you have been betrayed by your lover, and so you are now griping with what has happened to you. Generally is the song meaning. Can it be about the Roman Empire? Yeah, it can. Counting all our mistakes, waiting for the daybreak, haunted by the ghost of you. Everywhere I look, it's like you're always there despite the fact I'm on my own. That could totally be about ancient Rome. That's the great thing about music. You can look at these lyrics from whatever lens you want to. And technically speaking, as long as it's generally related in a way, technically speaking, it could work. So yeah, you could say that this song is about ancient Rome if you want it to be. It's about Caesar. It's literally, yeah, I can't believe the words that came out of your mouth. Never thought that what we had would go this route, you know, when he got stabbed. Can see the clocks ticking, but I just can't stop thinking. Every little memory's tormenting me, remembering when him and Brutus were friends, and all the good times, only to realize that he's been betrayed. Counting all our mistakes, you know, because he made a lot of mistakes as the emperor, waiting for daybreak because he's trying to sleep but he can't. Haunted by the ghost of you because, you know, Brutus killed him. I'm so sorry. Anyways, let me just stop. So still a breakup song, yeah. It can be about whatever headcanon you want it to be. English teachers. It is. I feel like I'm an English teacher who's like, so what did the green light mean at the end of The Great Gatsby? And then like, you're like, I don't know. I think it was just a green light. And then they're like, no, actually, here's a page. Anyways, that's beside the point. Technically speaking, you've made me tangent, but yes, this could be about however you want it to be. If you had a falling out with a friend, if you've ever been betrayed by anyone really, and been put in a situation where you've had to mourn the loss of a relationship, of a friendship, of kinship with family, you know, this song could theoretically apply. So I've already just read the pre-chorus, so let me go ahead and read the chorus, not interpreting it in ancient Roman thoughts. But so I'm in my feelings like rainfall on the ground. They're soaking through the sheets and drenching every single inch of me. I'm in my feelings. It's falling all around inside this never-ending downpour. Is there no escape to hope for? So, of course, this is talking about when you are hyperfixated on something, when you're trying to sleep, and instead, it's just like that whole feeling, whatever it is you're feeling, is just literally drowning you. Like, literally starting to weigh you down. It won't leave your mind. You are just completely surrounded to the point of insomnia. You just can't stop thinking about this horrible thing that has happened to you. That it is quite literally ruining your sleep. It's sad. It is meant to be quite sad. Is this about how you can't sleep? I mean, that was part of the inspiration. Nerissa, who hurt you? Everybody. Joking, of course. Verse 2. I don't want to even look you in the eyes, thinking about the night you left and your lies. That morning I'd awoken, my heart left bruised and broken, feeling I could drown in the tears I'd cried. There's another reference there to water, because that's one of the overarching theme is rain and water throughout the song. The pre-chorus, sinking down and alone, like I'm submerged in water, chilled straight down to the bone because water's cold, struggling to breathe like you're drowning, just thinking about it. Still haunted by the ghost of you. Everywhere I look, it's like you're always there despite the fact you left me alone. And then the chorus repeats. Then we go off into the bridge. Or maybe I should talk about that. No, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to explain it. The bridge goes, who you're seeing, what you're doing, where you're going. I don't want to know when you're coming back. And technically, all of them are a question. So who, what, where, when. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but I thought it was very clever. Who you're seeing, what you're doing, where you're going, when you're coming back. I thought I was so witty. I noticed. Thank you. Who, what, where, when. Yeah, I thought I was very smart. Clever girl, thank you. Then we break off into, I wouldn't call this a pre-chorus. I think this would still be a part of the bridge actually, but whatever, genius, whatever you say. So I don't is the echo. But So I don't want you to call me. I don't need you to love me. I don't want your weak explanations. And knew that I never met your expectations. Now I just want you out my head. Want to move along, carry on, hold my head high, but I'm in my feelings. As it goes. So, you know, when they're trying to move on from the trauma, but they're being held back because they can't process the hard and difficult feelings that are like rainfall on the ground, soaking through the sheets and drenching every single inch of them. But I didn't want to end the song on a negative note, because I think that's sad when there is no hope in something, because there's always a light at the end of a tunnel. So then at the end of the first chorus, it goes, or the last chorus, it goes, I'm in my feelings. It's falling all around, but at the ending of this downpour is the hope I waited for. Then we have the post-chorus. Yeah, I'm in my feelings. Yeah, I'm in my feelings. Ooh. Yeah, I'm in my feelings. At the ending of this downpour is the rainbow I had prayed for. Because it's not necessarily meaning that, like, at the end of the night. You could interpret it as the sun comes up, or you finally manage to fall asleep, or just you are finally able to stop thinking about it. Really, it can be interpreted as any way you feel resonates with you, because that's the point of music. Did Risa meet someone new? In the words of Ariana Grande, her name is Ari, and I'm so good with that. Yes, I met myself, and I realized I didn't need nobody. If we're going chronological into Shatter, but technically all the songs are meant to stand alone. Obviously they lead into each other quite nicely, but you could say obviously they can also stand alone, so you don't have to have it with the context of Shatter, and you could just say that it is whatever you want it to be. So yeah, that one. Again, I wanted something that was really emotional and personal, so I tried to conjure my traumas and my sleep issues to create something for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys were also able to find it relatable in certain ways, because I mean, we've all been in situations where, again, we've been betrayed by family, friends, lovers, etc. So I'm sure no matter how or rather no matter what you've been through, you could probably find a way to relate to it. So I hope you all liked it. Completely relatable. Thank you. Yes, it's a song that can relate to anyone. Yeah, we've all been through some shit, you know. So I was hoping you all liked it. That was my dream. Now this next one, I can't actually help you and tell you about the lyrics because Moni wrote them, and Moni, I don't think you're here, my queen, but I can only tell you the direction that I instructed them to give Moni. Okay, so moving on to the next song, we'll listen to it in a moment. Invite her. I don't think she's here, understandably so. But basically, for the last song, again, the EP was meant to tell a story. So Say My Name was the seduction song, talking about like, oh, you know, I'm quite sexy and so are you, so you should also worship me or something. Sweetest Scarlet was more about when love has become really real and serious and innocent in a lot of ways, and not innocent ways. And then In My Feelings was about when that relationship falls through and becomes null and becomes bad, or is just over and is hard to process. So Shatter, I wanted something that again is ending on a higher note that feels more like, oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah. So I was like, you know what it's time for? A 2000s girl power song. So generally, I believe Moni knew about the story angle of the other songs, and generally what kind of story I was trying to tell. So I told her, I was like, look, I need a song that is very like girl power. I need something that is like I'm fine on my own, I'm the only one I need kind of vibes. So I probably won't be able to do a lyrical breakdown for this one. I'll still read them for you, just so you can hear them in my voice after hearing me sing it. But first, we will go ahead and we will listen to it. So I present to you the final song of my EP, In My Feelings, Shatter. Let me turn off the background music.
You don't like that, boy, too late or too bad.
Do 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 do.
I love the sound of silence. In places you jumbled up and called your own. Yeah, I had some questions for you, but I think I'm good on my own. Oh, you tore me to shreds. Thought I'd forget. Love without face. Easy to replace. Loneliness doesn't bother me at night.
Let me tell you one more thing.
You regret it. Let it shatter all the memories you can't find. Ever after, no, it's me, myself, and I.
Now you hear my voice. Too late or too bad.
You ain't one to be fixed. I try, but you're stuck like this. You love to hate me, so I guess it hurt ya. Yeah,
Too
making you blush,
bad.
calling you bluff. Cat got your tongue, ain't gonna rush this boy. I'm gonna make you shatter. You should've treated me better. How many tears did I cry?
When mama sang, you never set me free.
Pessimistic me on that. Well, I guess we agree. Throw it away. Let it shatter all the memories you can't find. Ever after, no, it's me, myself, and I.
Now you hear my voice.
You gave to me, I said that down near dead times. You get complaints, sorry, baby. I guess I like watching you shatter.
Nobody doesn't like you. You know I love you. Just stop. I'm done with this. Huh. Whatever.
You still stand there, deep in your dreams. Watching just me too easy. Oh, don't you see, darling? You're on your own and beg me, beg me, beg me, beg me. Let it shatter all the memories you can't find. Ever after, no, it's me, myself, and I. You gave to me, I said that down near dead times. You don't like that, boy, too late or too bad.
Ooh, so that's Shatter. Again, I can't do too much of a lyrical breakdown because I didn't write the lyrics, and I don't feel comfortable doing that when I didn't write the lyrics. Because I mean, they're really great. That's it. They're just great lyrics. They're fucking good. Generally, so the first time I heard this song too, out of all the demos they sent us, this actually we wanted stuff that was more similar to actually American style pop music, because I really wanted songs that sounded American. Which I will say, maybe with the first two songs that we've listened to today was not necessarily achieved necessarily, but I didn't mind it, at least it was still themed like very 80s 90s feeling Japanese songs. But this one leans more K-pop, but it's definitely 2000s, which is perfect. So there, out of all the demos we were sent, this was the only one that really kind of hit the nail on the head with what I was looking for, especially for 2000s. Like, Japan does a really, really sexy 80s, you know, and their 90s is really good too, but there really wasn't another song like this in the demos. So similarly to like In My Feelings, where it just kind of stuck out in a positive way, this one also did. I was a little worried because of the rap. I am not as amazing as Miss Calliope Mori is, and I will not pretend to be. I do a little bit of rap, but I'm probably not the best. Oh, nah, you killed it. Thank you, Ikari. Thank you. I mean, I can do fine. I probably can't write my own rap, but I feel like I sound fine enough doing rap. Wait, that was rap? I mean, technically, in the same way that K-pop rap is rap. Because that's the style of rap it is. It's not like rap in the same way that Eminem or like Watsky is. I'm switching up my style like the Beatles and the Pieces. I don't remember what he says in that version. The herb. The ERB. But yeah. You know Watsky? Yeah! I love Watsky. But yeah. So, generally, this is like more K-pop rap though than the proper, I think, version of rap that most people are probably thinking of, but it still technically qualifies as rap. I hate to say it to people who hate this style of rap, because valid if that's not what you like, but so again, I left the lyrics in the very capable hands of the amazingly talented Moni. She saved my life because I debated. This was the only one I had to record in Japan, and as I mentioned, one of the reasons it actually wasn't in the 3D was because it was recorded kind of late. So by the time that all the instrumentals and stuff had to be like submitted and like finalized for it, the instrumental for Shatter, the instrumental was done, but the song itself wasn't done. So like I didn't have a version with like all of the harmonies and everything. So I was like, well, we can't do it, but I wanted to. But alas. Yeah, originally I was going to open with Sweetest Scarlet and then do In My Feelings where it was, and then end off with Shatter. That way it's kind of like in order, but I liked the way that it happened in the live too. So, yeah. Maybe, I don't know what will end up happening at Breaking Dimensions. You'll have to wait and see. It's coming up very soon. It's coming up very soon. But yeah, so genuinely, again, this song stuck out to me so much. It very vocally challenging to sing compared to like Sweetest Scarlet. I actually, originally it was pitched up by 2. And I was like, can you lower it? I can't sing that high. I don't know who can sing that high. Can you please make it lower? But the rest of them, I honestly was like, oh, maybe I should have had both In My Feelings and Shatter turned down, actually. Maybe they're too high for me. But this one just has a lot of belting during the, and all the pain you gave to me, I'll send back down here 10 times over, can complain. Sorry, baby, I guess I like watching you shatter. So, and it's great, but it's really, really high. So did that hurt your throat? Surprisingly, no. I came in and I was really scared to record this one, and I actually came in and I was joking with the engineers and Mane-chan. I was like, now you'll know that I can't really sing. And we ended up finishing, we didn't have any of the harmonies, or we only had some of the harmonies, but not all of them were ready. We had to do 2 sessions. So I went in and I recorded it in about an hour. We had like a super long session to get everything, and I finished everything we had like really early, that we just ended up, I was like, oh well, I have some other stuff I need to do, so is it fine if I do it? It's like, girl, quit joking. Exactly. They just kind of, every time I said that, because I'd say it every time I went into the studio because I was so anxious. I'd be like, you're gonna find out I can't really sing, and they'd roll their eyes and they'd be like, get in there, Nerissa. Get in there and just record. It's fine, you know, you're gonna knock it out of the park. Annoying, but I'm like being genuine because I think I suck. But yeah, a little bit of trolling, except I don't think I'm trolling, but everyone else does. So pessimistic. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I am a pessimist. So the imposter syndrome, yeah, I do got that imposter syndrome. I'm like, wow, me, I get an EP? Me? Really? Why? But yeah, were you nervous singing Shatter because of the rap part? I was nervous because of the chorus. Honestly, the rap part, it wasn't really difficult, but that's because it's K-pop rap, you know, so like you just, oh my god, why'd the connection get so bad? Please recover. Thank you. Oh, sorry, one sec. I think it's good. No. Yes. Maybe I need to close some tabs. 1 second. Let me just close my thing about an ancient Roman shipwreck that may explain the universe. Let me close that tab. Yeah, generally, like, Shatter was a pretty challenging song to record. I mean, again, I finished it pretty quickly, but I practiced quite a bit before I came in and made sure I was effectively warmed up. So I was surprised. They were very impressed because they're like, wow, you got those belting ones really easily, or like really quickly. And I was like, yeah, even I'm surprised. So I hope you enjoyed it. I forgot to do this in my feelings, so we'll go back to it in a minute. But does anyone have any questions about Shatter that they would like me to answer that might jog a memory of something that maybe I forgot to mention? EP for our EP queen, exactly. That was an unexpected but welcome surprise. I'm glad you think so. Ooh. Can I get the stems? Probably you'd have to ask Hololive for that, not me. There are dance for Shatter. Yes. I didn't learn it though because I wasn't going to be performing it, but technically. Not about Shatter, but do you have a K-pop bias or specific group you listen to? Not so much recently. I was a really big fan of Red Velvet, and I was a really big, I kind of went through all the members, but I was a big Seulgi fan for a while, but then I really liked Wendy, because she's, like, relatable queen, you know? But, I can't remember her name right now. What's the really, really beautiful visual member of Red Velvet? Irene. God, I fucking love Irene. Every time I see her, like, I smile. She's just so beautiful. I love her. But I also really like BTS. Jungkook is my favorite, but I also really like V. I haven't been into K-pop as much recently. I was starting to get into Twice. So I like Twice too. I haven't listened to Twice in a while. All the members, Tsuyu I think is my favorite, but Jihyo is obviously really amazing. Momo is a great dancer. There's a lot to love. Blackpink I never really got into. Blackpink in your area. Anyways, this is beside the point. We're not here to talk about K-pop. We're here to talk about my EP. Come on, bros. Ask me questions about my EP. What was the process like when recording? For the first two songs, it was just in my closet. So it was my typical suffer recording situation where I sit in a chair, I have a blanket against the back of my head, and I can't move, and I just have to hope that everything goes correctly and that I can sing even though I'm sitting down. But I'm used to it, so like it's not a big deal. When I went to the studio though, it was they were sitting and they were watching me, and I was like, please don't look at me. And they're like, okay. So but then it was just typical studio. So basically there's the room with the audio engineer, the vocal director, my manager, and then me alone in a little box. They lock me in and they're like, you can't come out until you finish. And then I bang on the door and I cry and I say, please let me out. Please, cover staff. You can't keep me here. You can't keep me hostage. And they go, no, you're stuck there. This is obviously a joke. Obviously. In case it's not clear to anyone though, I'm joking. But you do kind of get like sealed off into a little box, and then you put on some headphones, you have the sheet music in front of you, and then it's just recording. It's just typical recording. Honestly, it's really nice because the audio engineer does all the stuff I hate doing. But generally that's the experience. So you go in, you do that. It's great. Sheet music, not sheet music, just the lyrics. I don't think it's why I think it's kind of interesting when people are like, do you have the sheet music for this and this song? And I'm like, nope. I do not. Did you have any alternate ideas for the cover art? You'll have to ask Yomosaka. I don't know if they're okay to release, but this was a general concept and we had a few different poses, but honestly, I just thought this one was the best when I slept on them. Yeah, get to transcribing. Was there anything that didn't make the EP? No. I mean, there was one song I really wanted, but it just didn't fit anything, and I couldn't really think of anything that I'd want to do with it either. So yeah. If you had more time, would you write the lyrics to Shatter? If so, what changes would you make to the lyrics? No, I don't think I would, because there was no situation where I think that would have worked out, but also I don't know what changes I would have made because I didn't write the lyrics. And Moni wrote them. So did you want every song in? Honestly, it was really hard to dwindle them down because I was given so many songs to pick from. I had a really, really difficult time picking a song. Like picking the 3, because I was like, what do you mean I can only pick 3? There's like 10 that I really like. But that's where it again, like I knew I wanted Shatter. I knew I wanted it in my feelings. So then it was just like deciding for sure if I want Sweetest Scarlet or if was another one that stuck out more to me, but it was obvious the more I listened through it. Are you more inspired to write the lyrics for future songs now? A little bit. I don't know if I will. It depends whenever I am able to work on more original music. Hopefully soon. I would really like to, now that I've gotten a little taste of it. I think it just, for me, makes the whole experience so much more special, personally. So I think I would like to do that again. What was your favorite part of the process overall? Is there anything it's going too fast, would do differently in the future based on what you learned from this? I think everyone can relate to this, but I think the best part of everything in the song creation process is when the song comes out. And I get to actually see everyone's reactions and see how people feel about it, because you know, like sitting and making things by myself, like that's fun, but like I don't do it for me. I don't do it so I can listen to it. I do it for you guys. So being able to see that you guys liked it and that you guys were listening to it, I think that's the best part. Like obviously there's sometimes where like music, I do things for me, like especially like covers, like Down by the River. That was especially for me. I like cried. I was like, please, I need to sing this song. And like a lot of the covers that I pick, especially the ones that I've translated, like those are especially for me and not for you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, they're for you guys still, obviously I release them, but like generally they're for me. But when it comes to the original music, like it's still for me, obviously, and it's very personal. But when I think about like people hearing it, I don't think about like when I translated The Vampire, I wanted to sing it so I could hear it in English. Same with Aishite. But when after I finished these, I was like, I really wanted the jailbirds to hear them. So it's kind of that slightly different perspective, I think. I don't know how to describe it. Any thoughts or feelings on reverse translating? Wait, I forgot to mention this, but all the songs will have Japanese translations, by the way. If you haven't already seen, In My Feelings has... Not In My Feelings, oh my god. Sweetest Scarlet has Japanese lyrics on the video already. So you should click on it and take a look if you haven't already. I think we're going to eventually get some for Say My Name. So for those of you who have been waiting, I'm sorry. Please continue to wait. And then you'll sing them in Japanese. No, however, the lyrics are singable. So if you are a JP and you like Sweetest Scarlet, but the lyrics are too hard, you can pop on the Japanese lyrics and you can sing along to those. I really wanted to make something that was singable. I don't know if we'll end up releasing them early. I think they'll come out with videos as videos are released, but yeah. So, Nipponjin, Nippon Nikki. Please enjoy the lyrics. But yeah. So it was fun. Is there any chance to get music on Instagram? I don't know how to do that. I don't actually... Cover handles all the like official release for stuff. So I don't control whether it goes on Instagram. I think if it was going to be there, it would be there now. Sorry. Japanese original when? I don't know if I'll make one. I think if I made a song and sang it in both English and Japanese, that would be the only circumstance. But honestly, I don't think my Japanese is good enough for that. I think it would be remiss for me, who doesn't speak any Japanese, to make a song in Japanese. I'd have to get someone else to write it for me, and then I would have to release it and be like, here's the song. I don't understand it. Apart from the lyrics that were translated. No song with Marin. Okay, it's different if I'm invited to do a song. That's a different situation. But like for me and like my personal music, unless I do a duo release, which this isn't a guarantee, by the way. Obviously, there might be a future where I do change my mind and decide to release a JP song. But currently, because especially I really like, for me, as an English speaker, I really enjoy being able to understand the lyrics, which is one of the reasons I translate songs in the first place, is because for me, I want to be able to understand it. If that makes sense. So, for me, if it's a song I'm making personally, you know, and I need to be able to understand it. You know what I mean? Like singing Yuki no Hana, that song's a classic. I have English lyrics for that memorized, you know? Like, I love that song to death. I don't need a translation to know what it's saying, because that song's all vibes. But like, you know, an original song that I release, it's not an iconic song that everybody knows, you know? So I don't know. Again, nothing wrong with Japanese songs or any. I love Japanese songs, obviously, but just for my own plans, I don't think I would be I don't think I would be able to do a very good job. But again, if someone did want to invite me on a collaboration and it was a song in Japanese, I would be very happy to oblige, because that would be a very fun opportunity, I think. But just for stuff that I individually make, probably in English. Probably English. But yeah. Yeah. So, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. For an English-speaking person, I appreciate when you translate covers into English. Yeah, I need to do it more. And if Kiara asks you to collab for an original song, I would say yes, of course. Would you ever write lyrics for other members? I don't know. I don't think anyone would ask me, for one. But also, lyric writing is such a, like... Lyric writing is it's a very time-consuming and difficult process. Like, I'm not just able to, like, wake up in the morning and then write, like, amazing lyrics. Like, if I was able to do that, maybe I would be more willing to. But generally, I don't think that's something I'd really be interested in doing. Like, writing lyrics for other people. But you did it twice? I mean, what are you talking about? Because it's one thing when you're writing, like, trans lyrics for, like, someone else, like a translated lyrics. Like, for example, with the hololive song, Tonight is Halloween Night. That one was really fun, but that was also one that I worked very, very hard on. Like, way too hard on, and had to think about a lot. But I was also a part of that collaboration. But if someone approached me and was like, hey, will you write my original lyrics? I'd probably be like, no. I'm sorry. It takes too much effort, and I'm not confident enough. Like, because if I write bad lyrics, at least I'm the one who's responsible and stuck with them, you know? But if I wrote bad lyrics for another holomem, I don't think I'd ever be able to live that down. But also, it's really time consuming, and I could be doing things for the jailbirds in that time. You know what I mean? But that's just my perspective. Personally, if I'm going to suffer writing lyrics, original lyrics for original songs, I will do it for myself. Gramray, GG. Hello. You've come at a bad time. We're probably actually about done here. We're finished talking about my EP. I'm sorry. But GG Moonine, I love you. We had a little call last night. It's a secret, of course, but it was so fun. I was like, oh my god, I love Gigi. Don't tell anyone about what we talked about. But hi, I like no BGM recent voice. Excuse me. No, I have to have the BGM. It's iconic. But yeah. Maple Story looks like fun. I've never played it before, and now I kind of want to. It looks like a good time. Fanfic stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. You know, one cover I wish would come back. I'm gonna move on from this conversation very fast after I say it, but you know, I would be really happy one day if Lilium were able to be around again. That would make me very happy. I still think about it and get really sad. Because that was one of my dream covers. I had always wanted to cover that song. And what ended up happening was completely unprecedented. And I've cried over it so many times. And every time I see it, I just get more sad. So maybe one day it'll come back. Probably not, but maybe one day. Can you explain what happened? No, I can't. I'm not allowed to talk about it. But technically, all the due diligences were taken. All the due diligences were taken from my side. So, eternal confused. Yeah. I didn't get to listen to Lilium. No! That's the worst. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what happens. You know how it is. But I still have hope that maybe one day... I hope that maybe one day something good will happen with it. And then you guys will like me again. Lilium's gone. You only just noticed. Anyways, that's beside the point. But yeah. I'm really glad though with my EP. Lilium's gone, but you know what you can listen to instead of Lilium? My EP, In My Feelings, featuring 3 new original songs and a fan favorite, all in one package. All available on a Spotify and YouTube near you. Please consider watching the video for Sweetest Scarlet and streaming on streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. Also, if you check the pinned link, please don't forget to buy my first anniversary merch. I've released it, and this batch is only going to be being sold until the beginning of September. So if you want it, you should get it now. It includes really good items like a jailbird plush that is about the size of a baseball. Think of the people that you could throw it at. Think of the people that you could throw it at and harass it with. And harass with it. You could throw the jailbird at your siblings. You could throw it at your friends. You could play catch with your dog with one of the extra ones you buy. You could throw it at your children. Playing catch, of course. I'm referring to, when I say throwing, I mean to play catch, okay? Wow. Anyways. But I hope you all enjoyed. I just really wanted to talk about the creation of all the songs on the EP and further implore you to listen to the songs as well as do a little review of them with you. As a reminder, Advent's 3D collaboration stream is happening in this weekend very soon, so you do not want to miss that. We have a lot of fun things planned for you, so be there or be square. Also, I don't know if I'm streaming my perspective. I need to ask one more time, but tomorrow I should have a collaboration with Cecilia at 5 p.m. CST. So a little early for me, but please do look forward to it. It should be very fun, very nice. Look forward to it or else, okay? It will be fun. So yeah. But I'm going to send you guys over to Shiwowi. Shiori is streaming right now. And so we will go say hi over to our beloved. And in the meantime, I will see you guys tomorrow for my first ever collaboration with Cecilia. So again, don't forget, please do purchase my birthday merch, or my that'll be coming soon. Please do purchase my anniversary merchandise. Please do stream lots and lots. I'm so serious. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but please stream all of In My Feelings, especially the Sweetest Scarlet MV on YouTube. I would be very happy if you did that. And yeah. I will see you guys all tomorrow. So have a lovely day, jailbirds, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, darlings.